Hello and welcome to another episode of Herizen Hosts. Today I am joined by the beautiful Louise, founder of Recovery Juice, and we have matching hair.
We do.
Look at us, Lou. We have the same hair. Isn't it wonderful? How are you? Lovely to see you.
I'm good. I'm excited to be here. Like, really excited to be here. It's nice
We're so happy to have you.
Yeah,
here.
to do something a bit more personal with people rather than just sat behind a screen all day. So yeah, this is good. I'm excited.
We're so happy to have you here. We've got loads to talk about. I've got my questions ready.
Yeah.
I think what we want to find out first of all, though, Lou, is a little bit more about you. Okay. I know that you are a mum of 6.
Yes.
I do not know how you do that. I can't cope with one. So well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you're also the founder of Recovery Juice.
Mm-hmm. Yes. My pride and joy. Yeah.
Absolutely. Can you tell us a little bit more about you and then a little bit more about Recovery Juice?
Of course. So I am Lou. I'm 43. I'm a nutritional advisor and natural juice therapist and the founder of Recovery Juice, which is my online cold pressed juice company. I qualified as a nutritional advisor back in 2013 and then went, I know, a long time ago now, and then went on to train as a natural juice therapist the following year. So if people don't understand what a natural juice therapist is, it's basically just understanding how raw fruits and vegetables can be used to support your body's natural ability to heal and repair. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. But as you mentioned, yes, I am a mum of 6. I've got 4 teenagers, 7-year-old twins. It's just ridiculous. Life is so busy. So I've got one daughter in America at university. I've got 5 children at 4 different schools. Basically I'm a nutritionist that offers a free Uber business on the side.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm perimenopausal. Yay! Yay! Just to throw in the mix.
That's a lot. That is a lot to throw in the mix. The school runs are really long. You're running your own business. There's children everywhere. Amazing.
Just ridiculous.
And you are a menopausal woman.
I am, and as I've said to you, it's like pretty much my whole personality at the minute. But it's busy, it's chaotic. But what I do get is I understand how easy it is for women to put their own well-being at the very bottom of the list. And I'm that woman. I've had to become my own client several times over the past sort of decade, had to coach myself back to health. I haven't just sat here, since 2013, sipping on juice and being all holistically, serene and calm. I've gone through like some really nasty, horrible situations that I've had to drag myself back out of. So as I've said to you before, Cassie, I just got in a horrible relationship quite a few years ago now. But escaped it in 2021. But unfortunately, all the juice went out the window and was completely replaced with red wine, a lot of red wine, which eventually took a huge toll on my health, my mental health. And then eventually in October 21, I went to rehab for a month, which was difficult. It was one of the hardest things I've had to do, but it was the absolute turning point. And I'm so pleased I went through it now because I feel like it set me up for this later stage in life. So I've had to completely rebuild, completely reteach myself everything that I already knew. And it just really came back down to stripping back down to basics. Good food, proper sleep, water, fresh air, like all the things that are so simple, but all the things that are so easy just to forget when you've got a mountain of other crap on your to-do list and your plate. I've turned back to my trusty juice, my good nutritional habits, and bit by bit I started to rebuild myself and feel like myself again. And I suppose that is where Recovery Juice was born.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Lou, because I think it's very exposing. You've been very vulnerable already, and I'm so grateful for you for sharing that, because from such challenges that you've gone through in your life, something so beautiful has been born. And we've talked about this at length, haven't we? Recovery Juice really is it's a very personal project. It's a personal business for you. It comes from the heart. I've personally tried your products and they are absolutely wonderful. And we will be definitely deep diving more into that when we do our webinar together. Definitely. I am really excited, and I do just want to let our community know that you have joined us as one of our expert partners at Herizen, which myself and Laura are absolutely over the moon about. You are our functional nutritional therapist, which we are just delighted. So thank you so much for agreeing to join us at Herizen. We're so happy to have you with us.
But it feels personal because back then I genuinely, I was at a point in my life where I just thought, I can't do this. I don't have any energy. I don't know where to start. There was just a mountain to climb and I had no idea where to start. And just going back to basics, having the simple nutritional, just goodness that fuels your inside. You forget that what you put in, it represents what comes out. And that was just a simple daily habit. It's just making the process easy. When you're going through a bit of a struggle, you don't want being healthy to be another chore on your list. It needs to be quick, it needs to be rapid, and it needs to fit into just the huge list of things that us women, especially at this time of life, have to get through on a daily basis. That's what Recovery Juice is. I make the list, I do the prep, I deliver it to you. You just grab it from your fridge or your freezer, wherever you want to keep it, defrost it, sip away. You feel amazing.
And it really is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful product. You feel the goodness inside. You really do. And my favourite is the sweet carrot. But we will deep dive into all of the products, definitely. I think
but the thing is, so much work has gone into the actual this is functional juice. So this goes beyond just your average vitamins and minerals that your body needs. It's the natural compounds that work to support your body system. It's like oil in the engine. And every single thing that goes into every single juice has got a function that works alongside another function. So I'm not just blending a load of fruit and dishing it out. Everything in those juices serves a purpose for a specific thing inside your body. But overall, drinking all of them it's just holistic wellness. You're feeding your body at a cellular level, which is hard to do nowadays.
And so important, Lou, at a time when women are going through hormonal change. I mean, the side effects, the lack of sleep, the hot flushes, the mood swings, the fatigue, feeling really anxious, all of that kind of stuff. I mean, I suppose it leads me on really easily to my next question, which is, as women are going through that menopause struggle with symptoms like that, how can natural juices actually support at that time of life?
So the main thing is, and again, it's going back to basics, it's hydration. It is fundamental at this stage in our life. So during menopause, we go through so many things. We've got the hot flushes, we've got the night sweats. They drain our body of fluids. And even just a mild bit of dehydration, like 1 or 2%, it can make brain fog, tiredness, headaches, just so much worse. And then on top of that, you've got estrogen drops. So when that drops, our bodies find it harder to regulate fluids. So we dehydrate even faster. And then we feel the effects even more. So that's the main thing. And of course, you can drink water, and you should drink lots and lots of water. But these juices, because they are functional, they go up so much further. They top up your electrolytes, your vitamins, your minerals, and all of these are helping your body to recover, repair. And I've said this to you, I always talk about them as a nutrient bridge. Even if you're eating well, and these aren't here to replace meals, not at this point in our lives. We're here, we need more nutrients. We don't need to be replacing food. This is alongside, it's to slot into your diet, into your everyday lifestyle. Because even if you are eating well, the fruit and veg that we eat now is nothing compared to what we ate 30 years ago. Travels across the world, it's shipped in cold storage for months and months and months, it's covered in pesticides. It's basically stressed like us. by the time you get to eat it. So throw in...
I'll never forget, Lou, when you said we had one of our first calls and you said to me that apple that you went and bought from Tesco's today, we were in like June. You were like, that was picked in September. Which is, I'll never forget it.
Yeah, and it's crazy. But we're so used to that. Not only have we got endless choices of processed food, the food that we think we're eating that is healthy is nowhere near as healthy as it was many years ago. So yeah, throw in busy schedules, pollution, anxiety, more processed food. We are just women, people, a nation, a world of well-fed but massively undernourished people. And that's where the juice steps in. So it's not about cleansing, it's not about fads, it's not about trying to lose 7 pounds in a week. That's not what we need right now. What we need is consistent, concentrated nutrition, but in a way that your body can absorb it quickly and use. Because so like if you have a juice, your body, it comes from a plant, your body understands it. It's there. That's what we're supposed to be eating. So it doesn't have to work out whether it's a chemical. It doesn't have to work out if it's synthetic, what to filter out. It just recognises it as real food. So it's absorbed efficiently and it's directed through your body to the place that we need it most. All within about 15 minutes of drinking it. So it doesn't go into your intestines. It's absorbed through the stomach wall. So you haven't got to get through mountains of food like we do normally. To get those nutrients. It's absorbed into your bloodstream, taken to the cells that need it most, and we're feeding it at a cellular level. Do
you know what I thought as well? I remember opening them, and you can literally, like sometimes fruit doesn't even taste like fruit anymore. Like you'll eat a strawberry and it just doesn't have that strawberry kind of flavour. It's dull. I remember taking the cap off and it burnt the smell. That's beautiful.
That's because your carrots were from Lancashire, not South Africa or South America. They were from Lancashire and they came straight to me. Same as my beetroot. And wherever possible, it will be locally or nationally grown produce. And that is key because we need it quick and before anything dies and anything goes bad. So
I think all of that goodness,
all of the goodness, squeezing it out so it goes through a huge hydraulic press. I mean, people have juices at home and stuff, but when you see the fruit and veg go through the big press that I've got, it presses it all down, and the fibre that's left, it's just a long sheet. It's just dry. So every single bit of goodness is coming. The fibre is basically just it's the vehicle that transports the goodness. So yes, fibre is great and we need fibre, but when you're looking for rapid nutrition, you need to get rid of that. So we keep the soluble fibre that's present in the liquid and all those nutrients. There's so much more bioavailable and it's ready to be used by your body. So it's just a really easy, quick, simple way. And I was laid in bed last night actually thinking about it, and I thought actually juicing, this analogy came to me, and it's like, I feel like it's strengthening your house before a storm. And menopause is that storm, because we know it's coming. We've seen the forecast. We don't know whether it's just going to rattle a couple of tiles or whether it's going to blow the whole roof off. We've got no idea until we're in it. But what we can do is just make sure that our foundations are as strong as possible and that we've still got a strong house once the storm's passed, because it's very easy to think, oh, just get through it. But we want to get through it with strength and energy and positivity and vitality. And, we're at menopause age, but we're still, I feel like I'm in the prime of my life when I'm not anxious.
Couldn't agree more.
Completely.
But it's true though, because it's really aligned to just looking after yourself more and strengthening those foundations. The movement, the exercise, the products that you're putting on your skin, what you're putting inside your body, the juices that you're having, everything like that is just building towards a better foundation to get through.
You think, what's one juice going to do? Well, one juice will make you feel good on that day and it will give you nutrients, but you do juice for a couple of weeks, you will see the difference. So for example, I have got since my perimenopause started, I've got the worst knee. I hate calling it water on the knee because I feel like my gran, but I think I've got water on the knee and inflammation on my swelling. So I have set myself, again, made myself my own client, and I'm doing what I teach all my clients to do and people on my website. And I've taken on the 28-day turmeric challenge. So I've had a ginger turmeric shot every day for 3 weeks, sometimes 2. Woo! And I am not kidding you, my knee is amazing. Like I can't feel it, and it works. And it's things like that that you're not just drinking fruits and vegetables. Things like ginger and turmeric, they have got enzyme inhibitors that they block the enzymes that create inflammation, and it works in exactly the same way as painkillers. It blocks the enzyme that stops the inflammation, and it just stops those receptors kicking off saying, we've got to make this swell. We've got to make this protect it. And sometimes unnecessarily. So it just stops that. And it's worked. It has genuinely worked on my knee.
That's amazing.
It's brilliant.
And joint pain is such a big... It's such a big issue when you're going through the menopause. I mean, obviously mine was...
I didn't realise that was a symptom. I had no idea that was a symptom until someone started talking to me about their frozen shoulder. They went, oh, it's just menopause. I went, what? And they suggest it's a thing.
It's great though, isn't it, that recovery juice can actually also just be targeted to a symptom, you know, an issue that you're having.
And I have an example for you. This is my Daily Beats, which is my absolute favourite juice. So this has got, and this is what I mean about rapid nutrition, this has got 8 whole fruits and vegetables in it. In this, we've got 2 carrots, a huge bulb of beetroot, 2 apples, celery, cucumber, spinach, red pepper, and lemon. Now you couldn't sit down for breakfast and eat a whole plate of raw produce like that. One, I think your jaw would absolutely lock off if you tried. But 2, it's just not enjoyable. Whereas again, once you squeeze all the nutrients out, you're left with a tiny bit of fibre, which you don't need in this instance. And you can drink that in a couple of minutes. You can drink it on your commute to work. You can drink it on the school run, drink on your way to Tesco's, but you're done. And you've
absolutely delicious.
You get your 5 a day. You've got 8 a day in one drink, and oh my god, it tastes amazing. That is my favourite juice, and that's the one that my 7-year-old B is obsessed with, and it's completely forced out her stomach problems. But this is one of the targeted juices. It's my bestseller, and it's a bestseller for blood pressure. I remember speaking to you, Cassie, about you didn't know, and not many people know, that when you hit 40, your nitrate levels start to decrease. When your nitrates decrease, that means your circulation slows down. So everything's working so much harder to pump your blood around the body. And it can raise your blood pressure, it can decrease your energy levels. But scientifically proven, 250 mils, this is 500 if you want to go mad, but 250 mils can lower blood pressure in literally hours. Plus,
when we go through the when we have the webinar, which is actually on the 9th of December, so you know it could be great for pre-Christmas and actually after Christmas, which is we always feel a little bit sluggish because we've overindulged. I think what we'll do, Louis, is go through each of the products and really home in on what they can do and the benefits that you'll see. Because I honestly, I had them, and you were so generous in sending me a bundle, which it was 1 a day, and it was absolutely beautiful. I'm still a little bit.
Oh, the ginger.
The shots challenged me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, if I can get my stepson Freddie, who detests fruits and vegetables, he's now going out to the freezers and constantly nicking ginger shots. I'm like, I have a stock taking system here, and you're ruining it. And he's just obsessed with it. So now we make house ginger. We've got a massive jug in the fridge, and everybody just drinks it. So I
definitely felt a benefit, but it was just a challenge for me, I have to say. But every other one was just delicious.
Next time I'm sending you Ginger Max, which will absolutely blow your head off.
That would blow my head off. That really would. I'm just thinking about sort of Herizen and how what we're wanting to achieve, and prepping and supporting our women and our community. And I think when we deep dive into the products, we'll be able to really home in on what helps and why it helps, and the consistency of use. But I suppose,
just quickly on that, before you do move on quickly, Cassie, just any of the juices, like I said before, deep dive aside, the beetroots, the greens, your gingers, your carrot juice, all of those are all hydration, collagen for your skin, just antioxidants. We just need everything. So, but anything in the range is a good option.
There's absolutely. Do you where do you see recovery juice going, Lou? What do you think for the future?
Well, I mean, in my head, and this is probably my absolute delusion speaking, but I'm just convinced it's going to get huge. The wellness industry and the juicing industry is year on year building into a billions-dollar business, not just millions. It's massive. Beetroot juice sales are increasing by 30% a year because people are starting to hear about it. We've gone through, you need all these pills, you need to take this. We're coming full circle. There's nothing left to try, I think. And I think we're almost coming back to, actually, maybe those people 100 years ago sort of knew what they were talking about. And it's true. And I think it's going to grow. I think people are going to become more educated. I know for a fact my eldest daughter is 19. When I was 19, I wanted to be in the pub with a fag and playing pool. She does not want to do that. They do wholesome activities. They do things. It's just not the same. The drinking culture's gone. And I think people are, and because we've got so much information online now, I think there's a bit of scaremongering, but sometimes that's a good thing to, if you're scaring people into health, then that's not a bad thing at all. So my aim is to take the online business and reach as far and wide as I possibly can. I've got some competitors who are running massive businesses. So the people are there. The need for it is there. I just need to clone myself about 20 times to
anyone
be able to do it. However, but online aside, this is the bit that I want to do. I started as a nutritional advisor doing face-to-face, meeting with local people, making juices for the local community. And it just sort of fell a bit by the wayside. And again, since I've gone to rehab, had to rebuild myself, I've just got this such renewed enthusiasm for it. And I know how much it helped me. And I know there's so many women out there that need the same encouragement, support. Like when you come out of rehab, you've got an AA meeting if you're struggling with your recovery. If you're crying over a car advert because you're hormonal, you don't walk down the road to a menopause support group. And this is why Herizen excites me so much. You've got a space. When I started having my symptoms, I didn't know what it was. I'm 43 and I'm sat there going, can it be menopause? Can it really? I've had a lot of children, so maybe it can be. And it started off just being a bit ditzy, losing my keys about 15 times a day, my phone, everything. And then it just progressed to the night sweats. And I was like, am I ill? Like, what's wrong with me? So I went to the doctors. And I don't really know what I was looking for. I don't know if I was looking for reassurance. I don't know if I was looking for a timeline, wait until this happens and then do this. And I got in there and all the doctor said to me was, so what's the problem? Listed this huge stream of all these things that were like new and strange and weird in my body that I wasn't used to. And the response, unfortunately, was we can only tackle one symptom per appointment. So I was like, I've got 6 minutes. I don't really know which is it my churning stomach? Is it my palpitations? Like, what do I talk about first? So we sort of fumbled through the appointment and I left more confused, but then I was angry and frustrated as well. And I just didn't really know where to turn. So, and then you came along, like literally about a month after that, you came along and then here we are. And I feel like I can offer you guys what I can offer, but I'm going to take just so much more from this than I can offer you.
I'm so happy, Lou. I'm so happy. And do you know what? There is such a gap. There's such a gap. Women are entering menopause, perimenopause, unprepared, unaware, really lonely. And we really know that we're onto something here. And exactly what you have just said, you know, women are going to the doctors in their droves and they're just being told, you've sort of just got to get on with it. Or the only other option is HRT, and that absolutely isn't the only other option, you know?
No.
So I really do
for me at this stage. There's other things that I can do to support my body, oil the engine, keep things ticking along as well as I possibly can until the stage where I might need to consider something else. But, you know, for the women that have sort of almost have gone through the menopause and they're on that other end of things, what did you call it? Is it the
postmenopausal?
Yeah, but you had a nice name for it. I can't remember what it was. It's when you're supposed to be through it and everything's all nice. That you still need support. You still need to look after yourself. We need to be looking after ourselves no matter what, forever.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And I suppose that does lead us really lovely onto sort of the final question. And I suppose that is why did you decide to join Herizen? We're so happy you did. But why? What was it, Lou?
I think pretty much what I said before. Like, there isn't an AA equivalent for menopause. You know, there was something on that. You know, there's lots of private health things that you can get that. If you're willing to pay £400 a month for your private health insurance, to have access to a little snippet of their website that can offer a little bit of support. I think it is lonely and it's weird. And sometimes at the beginning, your symptoms, you can confuse them with so many other things. You can tell your partner, you can moan to your kids, but you end up spending all your time moaning and no one really understands what your problem is. And you don't understand what the problem is. So I think having just this space here to chat, but also when I said about that timeline of what I didn't know what I was hoping for, I know your 12-week course can just guide people from step to step to step. And I think that's exactly what I was looking for. If my doctor had handed me, here's the Herizen, 12-week course, I would have skipped out of that office. With just, people need direction and they need a focus and they need to know that they're not going crazy.
I think, and there's such a lack of funding for women's health, and the doctors are doing everything they can to just keep the NHS going, but actually there's a lack of specialisms in menopause. There's a lack of awareness, and we are just being put at the bottom of the list. And me and Laura,
and we do that to ourselves as well. We put ourselves to the bottom of the list.
Completely.
So when you putting you even further to the top of the list, you end up feeling hopeless, and you end up feeling like, oh, if it's not that important to everybody else, then I've just got to crack on. And that's what women have done for decades. They've persevered, cracked on, and lived bloody miserable lives because of it. And it's not necessary. So I think, having practical guidance, having, professional medical advice from your doctors. I'm here for the nutrition. This is my little corner. I'll keep your house steady and help you weather the storm as best I can. And they taste good. So eventually, once you've got past your ginger hatingness, you can start to embrace the juice.
I've got to embrace it. I've got to embrace the ginger. I really do.
You have to. Yeah, you'll grace over. Oh, have it in a tea. Have ginger tea with a bit of honey in it. Like nature's lemsip. Great for immunity.
I'm so grateful for this conversation though, Lou, and we're so happy to be working with you. We are really pushing this movement forward. We're building our community. Our community have been able to get to know you a little bit more tonight, which is just wonderful. And then we'll spend more time together on our webinar, and you will be popping up left, right, and center. You've written some incredible articles for us. So we are just really excited to get going and, get this movement started. With you by our sides. What more could we want?
I know. I'm really excited. I think it'll be good. I think it'll just be good to just give, you only need a couple of little pointers, I think, sometimes to get you back on track. So you provide the community. I can provide a bit of nutritional support. and we can
just keep everyone's walls standing.
Basically, that's all we need to do. We just need to keep our walls standing, our roof on.
Yes.
And then just get through it, but hopefully get through it with a smile on our face as well.
Yeah, definitely. And
a sweaty smile, a sweaty hot smile.
Yeah, I know. I have got my fan.
I'm hot now.
I can't even wear certain clothes anymore because I'm just sweating. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
But I think that's the other thing that I'm really excited about as well, because I'm living it. I'm living it as I'm teaching it, coaching it, whatever you want to call it. So the more research I do, I've got that extra fuel behind me because I'm doing it for myself. I'm trying to keep myself in check and keep myself going. I've got so much to do. I haven't got time for menopause, if I'm honest. I just don't have time for it.
I could not put that back to myself. We have not got time for menopause. We need to get through this as well prepared as we can, as empowered, with that beautiful smile on our face, by each other's side. That's what we want. Absolutely. Well, listen, thank you so much for giving up your time tonight, Lou. It's been wonderful to meet you. I can't wait for the webinar. I cannot wait.
I'm excited. I was a bit nervous earlier today, but like you said, just get in front of the camera, everything will be fine.
Exactly. And this is our community. This is us. This is what we're building. So it's just, it's incredible. But we're really happy to be working with you. So excited for the future. And I will speak to you again very soon.
Okie dokie. Thank you very much.
Bye.